Oh, I was muted there. Sorry about that. Good to see you all. Danielle here. Welcome back to Community Distance Reiki. It's so good to see you all. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and set any intentions to your greater healing good. We are going to kick things off by starting a beautiful crystal grid built exactly to all of your requests. So be sure to go ahead and put those requests in the chat. If you want to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description below, as are all my social media and my email newsletter. We've got Hattie here kind of kicking around. She's probably going to make an appearance on the camera in just a moment. And I've got Gertie at my feet, and I'm definitely going to need to do some adjustments with the camera and the lights because Gertie has been on the grid space all day long. So let's go ahead, get things started, and say hello to everyone. Awesome. Yep, here we go. Let's get this nice and settled in the middle there. As usual, we have our mirror here. This helps to deflect any negative energy, get the optimal flow of energy going. Also, right here, we have some copper, which helps to break up any energy blockages. I'm gonna just adjust the light here. Oop, not quite that much. And it has been extra siren-y today. West Philly is Westphalian, so we will get this kicked off. Pardon for the background noise. And yeah, let's say hi to everybody. So far, I see Flower, JS, Still Not Still, Joanna, Fiat Luna, Chris, Jennifer Vatsa, Patty and Key, Joanna, Lila Ray, Natalie, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a bit. I hope you're doing well. And yes, Still Not Still. Hello. Awesome. Awesome. Hope y'all are doing well. So let's dive right on in and start getting some of these crystal grids built. I got to teach Reiki 1 this weekend. That always makes me feel better. So let's go ahead, dive in. Still Not Still, a stone that would give you a metaphorical hug. And I see that Key chimed in with kunzite. Yeah, absolutely. And thank you all so much, as supporting one another and hanging out and being wonderful in the chat is what I absolutely love to see. So let's get that pink kunzite. What else could feel like a metaphorical hug? Let's bring in some amber as well. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, cool. Awesome. So yes, I'll generally go from the top down with requests. I'll hop around a little bit, but I will get to as many requests as I possibly can before we get into the Reiki. I usually manage to get them all. So pink kunzite is compassion in a stone, very connected to the Kuan Yin. This helps with attracting commitment-based love, healing our heart center, and especially opening up to love after any kind of heartbreak or loss. It's wonderful for hormones, chemical sensitivities and allergies, neuralgia, and coming back to yourself after anesthesia. Wonderful too for sleepless babies and new moms, and anyone that just needs lots of emotional support. And I feel like we usually get a request for it anyway, so I'm going to grab some, let's see, some rose quartz. Rose quartz we all know as very much a heart center stone. It very much is. This is also a lovely stone to help when you feel just like emotionally overwhelmed or depleted. And it's also wonderful if you're working on improving your relationship to yourself and how you see yourself. If you're working on opening up to better relationships, seeing yourself as more deserving than you've felt about yourself in the past, this is a lovely stone to work with, especially over a long period of time. So that is rose quartz. And amber does so many things for us, and it's a very loving stone. So this is one that can help with things like depression and seasonal affective disorder. Helps to soften rigid beliefs, and it's lovely for tooth pain, especially for teething babies. Helpful for creativity, attracting lasting love, breaking down emotional blockages, and it's also helpful for releasing negativity, bringing in lots of protection, and bringing in tons of good luck. Lovely too for mental healing, and even for those who are dealing with any kind of mental struggles, it's very supportive. So let's go ahead and bring that amber right there. Awesome. You good down there, Gertie? You stealing all the blankets? She's making herself a little blanket fort under the desk for Reiki time, her favorite thing. Okay, awesome. Good to see you still, not still. I hope that helps. So let's go ahead on and Joanna. And Patty, you were absolutely right. Rose quartz too. Oh, sending the virtual hugs. I love to see it. Oh yeah, good call, Patty. Let's also go with some green onyx, some bloodstone. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I definitely have felt like the sensitive vibe today. There's definitely some stuff going on. So let's, like the emotional heaviness is definitely palpable today. And my bookshelf is a little bit asunder as I was teaching. Hey, why do we like to sit on the computer tower? She's watching over the grid for us all. So that is bloodstone. Bloodstone helps with just overwhelming emotions. It helps lift despair and give emotional stamina to anything that takes place over a long period of time. It's helpful too for relieving self-doubt, and it helps to calm the mind, especially if you've got like racing mind, or if this is something where you're trying to meditate or do spiritual work and your mind keeps running away from you. This can be really helpful. And it's one as well that can help with things like chronic fatigue. Bloodstone also goes by the name heliotrope. That is Hattie adjusting the selenite for us all. Green onyx is lovely for overwhelming emotions, especially grief and even emotional shutdown. It helps with making decisions that are in alignment with your highest good and also moving forward despite emotional pain. So I will bring in some green onyx. Yeah, good for any kind of like the grief, as I said, but like deep sadness and even to an extent loneliness. Green onyx can also be much lighter than this, almost like a pistachio color. There we go. Okay, awesome. And Lila Ray. Intentions for a peaceful, positive work week ahead. Anything to help you with adjusting and fitting into a new work environment that you will be in for the next 4 weeks starting tomorrow. Yeah, let's work on that. So let's do Labradorite. Let's do some Labradorite. This is really helpful for work environments. It's also one of our favorite stones for sleeping better. So this helps with creating like a nice harmonious workspace, and for also calming any kind of disputes that might be going on. It's wonderful for research, study, and detailed attention, which can really help with that whole like new work environment and needing to see the fine details too. Helpful for clairvoyance as well and for enjoying travel. So we'll bring that in. Let's also bring in some Herkimer diamond. This helps with manifesting, connection to divinity and spirituality, and also being in the present moment. This one can harmonize any kind of discordant energies, so that'll be helpful. It's wonderful too for just bringing in a good sense of balance, and it's also thought to help support metabolism. So let's go ahead and bring in Herkimer diamond, which is actually a type of quartz from the Herkimer, New York region of the U.S. And zoisite. This can help with releasing negativity and also encouraging you to face problems, challenges, and setbacks. It helps with discouraging things like procrastination, which is definitely me. Also helps with just sluggishness and apathy. It helps you to feel more empowered and engaged, and it's lovely for seasonal affective disorder as well as fertility. So let's go ahead and place one piece here and one piece here, and we'll see where they ultimately end up. But yeah, actually, I'm going to put in this piece. So there we go. Awesome. So good luck, and I hope everything goes well, Lila Ray. Awesome. Valerie, welcome in. JS, good to see you. Awesome. So we've got some requests from Patty. So let's dive on in. So red tiger eye, tiger iron, desert rose selenite. Are you helping? Are you helping, Hattie? Suge light, peridot. So let's start there. Let's start with smoky quartz. There we go. Do you want to help? You want me to give you a little stone too? You can have your little pile there, little lady. Okay. So there is smoky quartz. This helps with protection, and it's even been used to protect property from theft since at least the Middle Ages. It's lovely for calming worry, breaking down energy blockages, and helping to bring a sense of hope even in really uncertain times. Lovely for chronic pain as well as for flexibility of the body and the mind. So that is smoky quartz. Red tiger eye is highly protective, especially against things like bullying and triangulating and gaslighting and all of those ridiculous games that people play. This can also be really helpful for like spiritual malevolence, like people doing nasty spiritual work, and it can help attract financial abundance in a hurry. So we'll bring in some red tiger eye. Peridot helps with breaking bad habits, and it also helps us to release jealousy, guilt, and anger. This is one that can also help with any kind of digestive disease, whether it's IBS, Crohn's, or even acid reflux, and it also helps to boost our friendships. So there goes peridot. Whoop. Tiger iron, which is tiger eye that has within it hematite and even at times red jasper. This helps with relieving fatigue and boosting energy, and also bringing clarity of thought along with emotional balance. This helps with boundaries as well and not taking on the troubles of others. Helps with nervous kids, nervous animals, balancing the root and solar plexus chakras, and it's also great for creativity. So that is tiger iron. Desert rose selenite helps with making big life changes, especially if they're the big life changes you make one step at a time. It's lovely for redefining ourselves in the face of big change or even a great loss. And it can help with relieving an upset stomach and skin issues like eczema and acne. Lovely for fighting viruses and supporting the health and well-being of our animal companions. It's beautiful for men's health, and it's great for real estate transactions and finding a place to live. So whether you're signing documents or simply looking for a place, desert rose selenite can be really helpful. So there we go. Anhydro is basically a term that kind of applies to any stone that has water trapped within it, meaning that the stone formed around water. And it's very difficult to see, but it is right there. There's just a little bubble of water that wobbles back and forth. Unfortunately, you're going to have to take my word for it because this camera isn't quite that refined. We love it. It does a great job for us, but it's almost time for something better. So this is lovely for anything that involves fluid imbalance, and it also helps with releasing any detrimental emotional tendencies, like destructive tendencies towards the self. It's wonderful too for determining credibility, both of information and of people, and it helps us with accessing details of the past, especially when we're doing healing work around the past. Lovely for connecting with genealogy and with our family's history, and also for remaining amicable with people who are kind of difficult to deal with. So that is anhydro. And there I go making a mess already. There we go. Rutilated quartz. You can see it almost here. Let me turn this light down a little bit. There we go. So rutilated quartz, it kind of looks like there are, this is still really bright. That's much better. Okay. So it may look like there's almost like hairs or pointy bits inside of these quartz, and that's the rutils. This is a stone that helps to bring focus to the mind and also boost the energy, especially when we're really run down. Maybe we've been sick a little bit or just pushing ourselves too hard. Additionally, this is thought of as a beautiful stone for anyone struggling with cancer, as it's thought to help focus the healing treatments that you're getting to where they're most needed in the body and also give that boost of energy. So that is rutilated quartz. Hey, Hattie, why are you crying? Hattie. Ah. Sometimes she just likes to sing the song of her people. Let's bring in some galena, chevron, tree agate. Hey, you want to come over? Pyrite, azurite. Amazonite. So Amazonite helps with the spine and spinal nerves. So it can help back pain, sciatica, all kinds of things. It's also really helpful when it comes to self-respect, standing up for yourself, and taking care of yourself. This is my favorite stone to give nurses. Lovely too for luck and for just general calming. So we will bring in Amazonite. Tree agate is sacred in Ayurveda, and that's the sister science of yoga. This helps bring balance, body, mind, and spirit, and especially in the body, regardless of what type of imbalance and what needs to be done to kind of bring it back in. It helps with the physical and emotional nerves. It helps with dissolving the ego and helping provide a lovely space for inner peace. Helpful too for healing, noticing, and moving on from negative habits and patterns and cycles that we keep repeating. And it's also helpful in making new connections. So that's tree agate. Azurite helps with creativity, intuition, and insights. It's also lovely for opening up to our spiritual self, connecting with our guides, and gaining wisdom from those connections with our guides. Helps too with dissolving blockages and obstacles in your path, calming your mind, and with spinal alignment and muscle spasms. What's going on, little butt? What's going on? Come here. Come here. Why are you crying? Yeah, come here. There's someone doing some yard work outside, and they don't like loud noises. You want to come up? No? Septarian is lovely for muscle spasms, muscle pain, and also for healing any kind of skin wounds. It's lovely for supporting vulnerability within you while you do any inner reflection and inner self-work. Helpful too for understanding the underlying causes of our behaviors, our beliefs. A lovely stone to support you through psychotherapy. And it really helps with supporting the solar plexus. That's our center of self-identity and identifying who we are and what we want in life. So that is Septarian. Galena has quite a bit of lead in it, so definitely be careful with that. But Galena is lovely for insights around our physical healing and for grounding and centering our energy, as well as providing energy protection. It helps with healing boils, cysts, and even acne, and it also helps with disorders of the veins, as well as the sense of smell. Wonderful for healthy hair growth, for mental emotional transformation, and any kind of Saturn transit in your charts. Helpful too for winnings of money, as well as getting anything lost or stolen from you returned. So that is Galena. Chevron amethyst helps us to connect with spirit and our guides so that we can best communicate what we are manifesting, what we're working on. It helps with degenerative diseases like MS, and it helps relieve pain and tension. Helpful too for channeling, shamanic journeying, anything that involves a lot of visionary work with your intuition, as well as tolerance of others. So that is Chevron amethyst. Sugilite is definitely a stone of world peace. We need it every day, but right now, especially helpful. This helps with connection to unity consciousness or enlightenment, the idea that we are all interconnected, we're all one, and what we put out into the universe, we also put into ourselves, seeing others as an extension of ourselves. So that is a very crown chakra related stone, and that is Sugilite. And pyrite helps with attracting financial abundance. It is fool's gold, after all. It's thought to help call in the real thing. It's lovely for connection to intuition, while also providing protection. It's thought to provide support for the side effects of radiation treatments, and it helps the brain and memory and information recall. So it's excellent for studying. Helpful too for the lungs and fever, and to help the body make the most of a Reiki treatment. So that is pyrite. And of course, I mentioned this in every grid, but I don't view anything I do as a replacement for anything else. I see everything I do as a complement to anything that might help. So while these might help what's going on with you, I'm a firm believer in using all the things that help. I have no problem admitting that I take medications, including antidepressants. I do what's best for me, and I trust you to know what's best for you. So let's go on and see who else we've got. Thank you, Patty. I will come back up to the rest of your requests too. Awesome. And let's see who else we have here. Hey, Creative Diva, Ninja4858. Heart, it's great to see you. Oh, severe thunderstorms. Oh, thank you, Heart. Yeah, I didn't see any. Doesn't mean that they're not coming. Ah, they just updated it. It was 71 and clear, and now it's like, we've got rain starting about 2 hours. And just in the time I've been speaking to you, they changed it to 1 hour. Thank you, Heart. Catherine, good to see you. Awesome. So let's see. Intention to spark creativity tonight, please. Absolutely. Azurite's really helpful. Amber's really helpful. Carnelian can be helpful. And I'll bring in sodalite. So carnelian can help with the sacral chakra, which is also the center of creativity for sure. This is also a wonderful stone for relationships, including those close, intimate relationships that we have with others, sexuality, fertility, with colds, allergies, wound healing. And it's also really helpful for attracting a soulmate type relationship. So that is carnelian. There we go. And we'll go ahead and bring in sodalite. This isn't specifically creativity, but it is expression. So this can help you to take the creative forces that you have within and express them really easily. It's also a stone that manages communication, which can really help during times of Mercury retrograde, which is right now. So this also helps with relieving menopause, coming to terms with aspects around aging, with writing, and with grounding impulses, as well as anyone who might be feeling homesick. So that's sodalite. There we go. And I hope that that helps. And let's bring in a few of Chris's requests. So rhodochrosite, leopard skin. So Angelite, as the name would suggest, definitely helps us to connect with our angels and guides, and also with our higher self. This is one that also supports us to feel more connected to Source in general and provides a ton of high-level protection. Wonderful, too, for helping us gain the most healing experience from any kind of sound healing. So we will bring in Angelite. Okay. Moonstone helps us to connect with the lunar cycles and all the cycles and rhythms and patterns of nature. This can also help us to accept divine timing when it's not in alignment with our own sense of timing, as well as attracting love, protection of women and travelers, connection to the divine feminine, and to ancient healing practices, as well as ancient spirituality. Lovely too for connection to wisdom and knowledge and releasing patterns as well. I always feel very connected to this stone when I'm doing any work with the High Priestess in the tarot deck, anything like that. I feel like Moonstone is very connected. So I'm just going to go ahead and slide it in underneath the sodalite there. And this is Sapphire, another stone that's really helpful for connecting with our angels as well as our intuition. This helps us when we connect to the other side as far as channeling and mediumship as well. If you do that work for others, this can help you to find the best words to explain your impressions to whomever asks your questions, to your querent. And it helps with the eyes, ears, thyroid, and it's thought to help those with dementia as well as those who love and care about them. And it's wonderful for bringing about speedy justice and envisioning a positive outcome in times of change. Celestite is another really angelic stone. This helps us to connect to our guides and angels and also to hold the space of discernment so that we can better understand what's an intuition, what's our logic, what is maybe a fear, all those kinds of things. If you're not sure where the information's coming from, Celestite can clarify it. Also really helpful for physical pain. It kind of connects us to our upper chakras, so it changes our experience of pain. So I will go ahead and bring this in. Rhodochrosite helps us with healing any kind of maternal wounds. It's lovely for connection of mother and newborn, as well as connection to ancestors and deceased animal companions. Helpful for asthma, stress headache as well. And oh, look at you. It's a little hattie. So let's go ahead and put this in here. Hi. You want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Hello. There you go. There you go. Yeah. You want to say hi again? Or you just want to chill? There we go. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, scary noises outside? That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, you can bring those purrs right over here. Perfect timing. Yeah, perfect timing. Because it's time for leopard skin jasper. Yes. Leopard skin jasper helps us to support our animal companions with the best healing possible. Also helps with attracting a soulmate, with anything impacting the skin, and also with coordination and balance. This is a stone that can help to attract your soulmate relationship as well. There we go. So there we go. So that is leopard skin jasper. And selenite helps to connect with our guides and angels while also helping to reflect nothing but white light. This is a lovely stone to help clear the energy of any kind of other crystal or of a space or even of your own energy field. It's definitely one that you don't want to clean in water, but it can help you to clear all of your stones and anything that you own, really. So we're going to go ahead and bring this in. That is selenite. And let's bring in one or two more, and then we'll move on, and I'll get to the rest of your requests as we go. Let's bring in some jade. So jade is helpful with pretty much everything. It helps with changing our fortune to the better and general good luck. It's very empowering and helps you to prioritize yourself. It supports resourcefulness as well as ground stress. And it's helpful for cultivating a great balance of body, mind, and spirit. Helpful too for making your dreams a reality and achieving success. So that is jade. Awesome. And I will keep coming back for the rest of your requests too. Hey Lee, it's good to see you. Oh, Ninja 4858, it looks like we got all your angel stones there too. I'm actually going to go ahead and, yeah, lots of those. Angel communication, psychic awareness, and abilities. Aha. Let's go ahead and bring in one more of Chris's requests that's perfect for your request. And that is Super 7. Super 7 helps us with working towards our larger goals and dreams. It's wonderful for all kinds of intuition, regardless of how you connect, whether it's tarot cards, scrying, journeying, anything. This really helps empower that third eye connection. Helpful too with strengthening our energy field, as well as bringing in lots of peace, harmony, and unity consciousness, the awareness that we're all interconnected. Helps too with healing past lives and karma, as well as healing the earth and ecology. So that's a really helpful stone when it comes to intuition and psychic ability. It's good to see you. Jennifer Vatsa has some intentions and some stones requested too. So let's get some blue calcite. Sugilite and kunzite are in there. Moonstone's in there. And let's see. Jen's requests also include moderation, integration, communication, and reconnection. Blue calcite's helpful. Let's also do blue lace agate and indigo gabbro. So indigo gabbro helps us with integrating our spiritual connection into our life. And it is lovely for seeing the ways in which we might get in our own way, like how we can be our biggest enemy sometimes. This helps illuminate those cases. Helps too with menopause, menstrual pain, as well as intuition, meditation, and dreaming. And so I'll go ahead and bring that in. So indigo gabbro also goes by the name Mystic Merlinite. So there we go. Blue calcite is one of my more favorite emotional stuff hits the fan stones. This helps with soothing the emotions, soothing the emotional pain that we struggle to verbalize, and also helps to bring healing revelations and clarity when needed. It's great for making decisions when you're still in the midst of some really acute healing, and with just revitalization as well as intuitive clarity. So that is blue calcite. And blue lace agate, in addition to sodalite helping with communication, blue lace agate can help with sore throats, skin allergies, and especially expressing difficult emotions, whether it's difficult for us to express it or if we're trying to soften how those words land with another. It's wonderful for fractures and arthritis. It's my favorite for tension headaches too. So that is blue lace agate. Okay. And so all the best to you, Jen. Good to see you. Jen has her own channel. You can just kind of click on her name and it should come up. Belladonna's Botanicals. You can also Google that and find her web shop. And Fiad Luna has her own channel. And here she is. Could you request something for financial planning, organization, and long-term abundance? I love it. Yeah, let's do that. Do, 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 do. And I also see that just beneath that, Joanna, you requested Moonstone, Sapphire, and Ruby. Moonstone and Sapphire are already in there, but let's bring in some Ruby because that'll actually overlap a little bit of Fiad Luna's request. So for financial abundance and also for making good financial decisions, let's bring in some citrine. Citrine helps with things like nausea, fibromyalgia pain, addictions and compulsions, and also in general balancing our logic with our intuition. So all of the financial things plus those items. So let's go ahead and bring this in. That is citrine. We can also bring in some garnet, which really helps with planning and organization. It helps with practicality and making the most of resources. This is one that also gives us a lot of courage. It brings creativity, which has definitely been a common request tonight. And it's a very organized stone. It helps too with finding balance and strength in times of change. So we'll go ahead and bring that in. Tiger eye is also really helpful with that kind of like big planning and kind of like seeing opportunities as well. So tiger eye helps with study, research, and also it bolsters courage. But this is one of that like big expansive thinking and like entrepreneurial thinking, which can definitely help with that like long-term planning, long-term abundance. Helps too with just like a strength and balance, and also it can be very protective in general, just of all energy, but especially protection against envy and jealousy. And ruby. One of the things ruby does is create a space for financial stability, and it's great for decision making. This also helps release fears and to quell nightmares. It's great for courage and leadership skills, as well as courage to be yourself. Wonderful too for fibromyalgia pain, love, and fertility. So we'll go ahead and bring in some beautiful ruby. There we go. Awesome. So I hope that helps Fiat Luna and Joanna. Lots of love to you both. Oh, gotcha. So Flower, I'm so sorry. Realizing you're in a high demand religion or or like a cult or something like that can kind of shake your foundation. You want to explore a spiritual truth, but you're scared. Gotcha. Definitely releasing fears with ruby is timely. But let's also bring, and celestite for discernment, spiritual discernment. That's helpful. Let's help you with, let's see. There's a few that can be helpful here. I think these will be the most helpful. One is black and white agate. And also I definitely have, if you email me, I have a couple of resources for you too, because I know some folks who've kind of been down that road as well that you might find helpful. But black and white agate, this is helpful for perception and logic, and also gaining inspiration from your guides. It helps to clear and stabilize the mind and your energy. It's one that's good for financial stability, especially after any kind of financial setback, and for new beginnings, shifting perspective, endurance, and like that kind of ending of one chapter, beginning of another. So I think that that'll be most helpful. So that's black and white banded agate. For fortification of your solar plexus, who you are, your identity, and prioritizing what you want in life. This can help with also setting good boundaries, releasing any need for approval of others, and confidence in yourself. Also optimism, and all those things can be helpful at a time like this. So let's go ahead and bring in yellow calcite. And excuse me, one moment, just need to take a sip of water. You've got some crazy lace agate. This helps with balance, courage, confidence, and protection. Also brings a lot of balance between the solar plexus and the heart center. Helps too with physical energy, skin, eyes, and speech. So that is crazy lace agate. And chrysocolla, I think, is a good one for all of us, but especially here. Chrysocolla helps with making decisions that are in alignment with your own highest good and can also help empower you and encourage you to follow your own sense of spiritual purpose. It's wonderful too for finding new ways of expressing yourself creatively, especially if that helps you to like see yourself. So that is chrysocolla. So let's go ahead and let's do 2 of them. There we go. So lots of love to you. I hope this helps, and definitely do reach out to me. I have some resources for you. And all the best to your whole crew, including Little Tree. JS, you have some good intentions there. Emotional regulation and kinder self-talk. I can help with that. Epidote. And lepidolite. So lepidolite is actually lithium mica. And I know everybody right now is talking about lithium, and it's a popular topic, and people are even selling it as like a supplement. This is a prescription medication for a reason. It can have paradoxical effects on different people. I'm not going to tell you to take it internally. I'm not qualified to do that. Carrying it as a stone, much safer and definitely helpful. It helps with calming, soothing, understanding the emotions. It highlights the patterns that we have that we might want to let go of. And it brings in a lot of discernment, like should I stay, should I go? Helps too with mental health overall, as well as just emotional balance. It helps with codependency, obsessive thought, and even addiction. And it can be helpful for the joints as well as weight loss. So let's go ahead and bring in some lepidolite. Epidote is lovely for the self-talk. That's something I really struggled with, and I still do to some extent, but this was so helpful to me, especially when I realized how I talk to myself, like at the beginning of COVID lockdowns. It helps us to notice those patterns and release them so we can speak to ourselves more kindly. It helps too with the brain, Parkinson's, recovery from illness and injury, and it also helps the nervous system as well as the skin. So let's go ahead and place some right behind the lepidolite there. My sweater is knocking things over. Go. So I hope that helps, JS. Lots of love to you. And hey, Sister Sheba. Jen, yeah, lithium toxicity is real. Oh boy, howdy, it absolutely is. It's a delicate balance requiring regular blood work so you don't end up taking a long-term dirt nap. You are not kidding. I have seen people selling allegedly supplements of it. I don't know what's actually in there, if it's even actually lithium, but definitely has some long-term impacts for sure. It was used by the ancient Greeks for the same purpose. It is still a prescription medication and has been since the 40s. Like if you work with it properly, it's an incredible thing. If you don't work with it properly, it can definitely be pretty dangerous. So thank you for sharing that for sure. Yeah, it is horrific. I saw that and I'm like, oh no. And we will see more people talking about lepidolite and lithium, because lithium is being mined like never before, because we're mining it for batteries. So that means that there's a lot more lithium that isn't quite the caliber for making into batteries that will it'll just be around. So that means that we're going to find the crystals around more commonly. I actually just got us some for the crystal shop. I'll add them to the shop ASAP. But you'll also see a lot of people coming up with some amazing ideas for how to use them. I'm not a fan of putting stones in water because there's reasons for sure. Hey, Mary! Oh my goodness, I have to get back to you. Absolutely. It's so good to see you. Awesome. The wellness community is beyond toxic itself. Yup, it sure can be. I have some incredible colleagues like you, and I have some other colleagues as well. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, there's all kinds of not great ideas out there. Oh my goodness, definitely do not take medical advice from YouTubers. And I'm coming to you as a YouTuber. Don't take medical advice from YouTubers for sure. Let's see. For Valerie, it's good to see you. Breaking blockages and grounding after the heavy energies of the solar eclipse. Ooh, absolutely. So, breaking blockages and grounding the heavy energies. Let's bring in my favorites for breaking up energy blockages are smoky quartz, which is right here. And yeah, that's really my favorite one, but there's quite a few. Also zoisite. Another one is shungite. This can be deeply grounding and very, very clarifying and clearing. Talking about like stones that can be used for things other than, just being a cool crystal. This might actually be in your water filtration system. It tends to pull things out of water. That said, it can also hold things in it that aren't great, so be careful. But yeah, this is great on an energetic level to absorb the energies that we just don't need anymore. It helps too with releasing stress, emotional pain. It's great for energy blocks. And it can help to shield your energy field against EMF, like electromagnetic frequencies. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring that in. And are you just being too cute? You are just being too cute. Oh, little Hattie. And another one that can help with grounding and like kind of reconnecting with your sense of self after something like the big eclipse is red jasper. This helps with empowerment, standing up for yourself, standing up against injustice, bullying, and things like that. Helps with the root chakra, psychic and spiritual protection, and it's wonderful for support through long illness, convalescence, or any kind of long recovery road. Helps depression too, and it's just great for just a kind of emotional, like taking the emotions and bringing them back down to earth if you're kind of overwhelmed with them. So that is red jasper. I hope that helps, Valerie. It's great to see you. Oh, and hey, I remembered it on my own this time. If you haven't hit that like button already, please consider doing so. And Natalie, you like the audio capability. You're getting messages, but you can't hear. Gotcha. We've got a stone for that. Let's bring in blue kyanite. This one's wonderful for better understanding the spiritual messages that are coming in from our guides. It's also really helpful for radical self-acceptance, loving and accepting yourself exactly as you are. It helps with certain types of neurological care, especially things around speech and mobility. Really helpful for just general healthy changes and discouraging and harmonizing things like spite and pettiness and really immature types of energy. And that can be people around you or if you have those tendencies within yourself, either way. So that is blue kyanite. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and bring these up. There we go. I'm also going to bring in prehnite. Prehnite helps with divination and understanding spiritual messages. It even helps with things like specific practices of intuition, like lucid dreaming. Really helpful for spiritual teaching, spiritual learning. It helps with setting and holding boundaries, especially unfair demands. And it can be wonderful for anemia, gout, the kidneys, and bladder. So that is prehnite. Awesome. So lots of love. I hope that that helps. Yeah, we didn't get a big shift in the weather, but I definitely noticed all the birds just went quiet. So something's happening as far as the weather. So Catherine, your cold is better. I'm so glad to hear that. But now your asthma is kicking in. Request with something so that you don't have to take steroids. I understand. Let's bring in some rhodonite. And carnelian's already in there. That helps with allergies as well as colds. Let's bring in some green kyanite too. Green kyanite helps with the throat, lungs, chest, heart, and especially asthma. Wonderful for blending your spiritual and mundane lives a little bit better. And it helps with wisdom through intuition as well as connection with plants and nature spirits. So that is green kyanite. And the next is rhodonite, which is a beautiful pink stone that helps with things like allergies, asthma, anything autoimmune, and the lungs in general. This can also help heal a broken heart and help you to open your heart to love again after loss. It's wonderful for dealing with insecurities and with healing past emotional abuse. It can also help to balance yin and yang in the body. So that is rhodonite. So I really hope that that helps. Pyrite also helps the lungs, and that's in there too. Feel better soon, hun. And also something for money manifestation and whatever will help you finish proofreading your novel. So we've got 3 really good like money manifestors. Let's also bring in cinnabar and we've got a lot of good stones for like detailed attention to things. Let's bring in some bumblebee jasper to help with motivation. So this not only helps with energy and motivation, but also with making decisions, with mental focus, which will definitely help with editing, and helps with like this let's get to work kind of mentality. It empowers manifestation, balances yin and yang, helps with supporting group collaborative work, and in general, it has lots of positivity and confidence. So that is Bumblebee Jasper, which has quite a bit of arsenic and sulfur. So do be careful with that. And another one that can help with attracting money, especially with attracting people to your books, is Cinnabar, which is just the red here. It is mercury ore, so that's why I'm not touching those red spots. And if you look here, this is just these little red dots in there are actually cinnabar. So cinnabar has been thought for centuries that it is helpful as a merchant stone to call customers to you and to a store, or customers to your books. Also helps with general attracting of financial resource. So we will go ahead and bring that in. So that's cinnabar. All the best to you. Thoracic. I'm thinking the best one for thoracic is probably Amazonite, the spine and spinal nerves, but let me know. And let's see. Thyroid nodules. Gotcha. Okay, for thyroid, one of the best ones is sapphire. That's right here too, as well as these rutilated quartz. They can help send whatever healing energy you're getting right to where it needs to go. So I hope that that helps too. That's a really good one for thyroid, and I think there might be one more. Yeah. Mookaite is also helpful for thyroid. Mookaite goes as Australia jasper. It helps with boosting the immune system, accepting change, and making decisions. It's very motivating. It gives a good like adventure kind of vibe, and it can be really wonderful for just connecting with nature, as well as helping the thyroid, bloating, and circulation. So that is Australia jasper or mookaite. Oop, there we go. So I hope that that helps. Creative diva, positive outcomes in work, career, personal life, protection from negative energies, experience undeniable peace, love, joy, and wisdom with tricky situations. Gotcha. So let's do lapis. And I'll bring in dragon's blood too. Dragon's blood will also help heart with the thyroid thing too. So this is a great stone of calling in wisdom. This also helps with grief and loss, as well as optimism and happiness. It helps with learning from our mistakes, being patient with ourselves, and also helping us with the strength and courage to create lasting change. It's wonderful, like I said, for the thyroid as well as the immune and nervous system. So that is dragon stone or dragon's blood. I've heard it called both. There we go. Snowflake obsidian helps with body, mind, and spirit balance. So that can, and it also helps with serenity and peace and hope after loss. It's wonderful for clairaudience. So this will help Natalie with hearing guidance. It's wonderful for body, mind, spirit, as well as dealing with loneliness and releasing guilt. And it helps with calming overstimulation and releasing patterns that no longer serve. So let's go ahead and place some snowflake obsidian right here and right here. Awesome. And lapis. Lapis is lovely for helping with the open, honest communication, with opening up career opportunities and moving up in your career. It helps with disorganization and it helps to encourage personal responsibility. It's lovely for inner ear stuff like vertigo and hearing loss, and it can help with open, honest communication as well as pain and inflammation. So that is lapis. So I hope that that helps, Creative Diva. Good to see you again. Okay. Awesome. And you're so welcome. Okay, and we already got Ninja 4858s. Lee Nico. Honey calcite, yellow tiger eye in the grid. Yellow tiger eye's in there. Let's get some honey calcite. Stones for anxiety, concentration, focus, and manifesting abundance. We've covered all of those, but let's get anxiety in there. Oh, and also we had a request for protection a little bit ago. So let's do both. So for grounding fear and anxiety and also providing protection, I forget who requested that, but here it is. This is black onyx. It also helps with releasing grief, self-doubt, boosting your self-esteem, helps you to connect with your ancestors, and yeah, wonderful for anxiety in general. Really, really helpful for it. So that is black onyx. And yeah, I can definitely feel like there's a storm coming. Temperature just dropped quite a bit and the wind is picking up. And honey calcite helps with optimism in difficult times. Wonderful for post-menopausal women like me. And also helps, yeah, I know it doesn't look like it, but it's true. And it's lovely for attracting the best people into your life right here and now. People that would balance with you really well. So let's see if this is gonna let me place this in the grid. There we go. So lots of love, focus and concentration, definitely bumblebee jasper and rutilated. And yeah, yellow tiger eyes there. It's good to see you, Lee. I hope you're doing well. Michelle D, welcome in. Family forgiveness and unity, absolutely. Aquamarine is lovely for that. This also helps with circulation of body fluids, helps support the teeth and gums, and brings a lot of energy of not only forgiveness, but also it deflects immature behavior. I jokingly call it the anti-Karen stone because it just keeps really immature, unhelpful behaviors at bay. But it also helps with bringing a vibe of may justice prevail. So that is aquamarine. And unity is definitely sugilite, which is in there, unity consciousness. So I hope that that helps. Lots of love, Michelle. Rhodonite, usually I don't think of it for family. Rhodochrosite, this one is really good for mother and child kind of bonds and breakdowns. That can be helpful. Also, carnelian is good for relationships in general. And for, and yeah, I would say those are really good. Oh, awesome flower. Sister Sheba. Galena is in there. Rutilated quartz is in there. Something for correcting the mistakes of others in red tape issues. Ooh. The first one that comes to mind, other than labradorite, which is already in there, is blue tiger eye. A lot of times when it's like red tape or bureaucratic stuff, you need to almost like do facts over feelings kind of talk. This helps with protecting truth tellers, with facts in the conversation, with public speaking, or even speaking to someone who's like a public representative. It aids writing, speaking your truth, and bold communication, as well as bringing in a lot of calm and easing of stress. So this can be helpful. So if you have to say the truth, like, yes, this was a mistake. This was a mistake you made. I need to say this, and I need you to hear it. Like, it's really good for being clear about that. So that is blue tiger eye. Awesome. I hope that that helps. And lots of love to you, Sister Sheba. Oh, you're welcome for the information on black onyx. Successfully deflecting arbitrary targeting. Awesome. I'm glad that it helped. Oh, Jen, you have to do a new video topic with why y'all are drinking Four Thieves vinegar. Oh, no, please don't do that. Also, while we're on topic, I was going to go buy some more borax a couple months ago for I use it for cleaning. I use it for laundry. I've used it since I've kept my own home, which is since I was 18. And all of a sudden the price skyrocketed. And I thought, oh, maybe some, supply chain or just price gouging. Oh, no. Oh no, it's because people are eating it, thinking that it rids them of toxins, but also parasites. Please don't eat borax. No, please don't eat borax. Wash your laundry with it. It's great and it's natural. Scrub your sink with it. It's lovely. It's natural. It doesn't trigger asthma in me. It's beautiful. I have used it for, over 20 years, but don't eat it. It's not food. So same thing. Yeah, found out that borax had skyrocketed in price because people were eating it. Oh my gosh, why? Why? I'm glad that you do spend an inordinate amount of time educating people on stuff. I appreciate your videos on that very much. Life has been lifing, Mary. Love that. Request healing for your mom in hospital for surgery. Support heart and kidney. Absolutely. So we've got a lot of good kidney stones in there. Yeah, people are eating borax. I'm not kidding. I wish I was kidding. I wish I was kidding. I wish I was kidding. Oh, good, Michelle. Ooh, Northeast Philly has a storm going on. Well, it must be coming here soon. Okay, surgery, definitely shungite and epidote. Heart and kidneys. Lots of good kidney stones. The one that I did for kidney and gout, and it is now escaping my mind. Oh, Prenite is helpful for that. Picture jasper is good for the kidneys. It's also good for envisioning the future with a lot of positivity, giving you a lot of ooh, we could do it this way. Ooh, what about that? This will actually help Fiat Luna a little bit too. It's wonderful too with seeing the bigger picture. And with moves abroad, meeting new cultures, and with quitting smoking. So that is picture jasper. But yeah, I hope that helps with kidneys. And I'm just going to grab these last couple of requests, and then we're going to have to get into the healing because it's 9:30 already. My goodness. And let's see, another heart stone. Let's see. Let's bring in aventurine. This helps the heart and heart rhythms. while also helping expand our vision of what we're capable of. It's lovely for eye problems, fertility, and just boosting your idea of what you can do. So it can help with learning, especially if you think, oh, I could never learn this. This is too hard. This is too challenging. So that is aventurine. Awesome. So I hope that that helps. All the love in the world to your mom, T, and lots of love to you too. Drinking turpentine and food-grade hydrogen peroxide. People, no. Just eat food. Eat food, drink clean water. Your kidneys, your liver, they'll do the rest. Water in the US almost never has any kind of parasite in it, and if it does, it's usually well water. Please don't drink turpentine. I'm 43 years old and I'm already tired. Stop. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, let's go ahead into the healing. So for those of you who are new, I'm going to go ahead and explain what Reiki is, how it works. For those of you who've been here before, you can help me lift the energy of the space that you are in, the space that we are all sharing, really simply and effectively by thinking of all the things that you are grateful for, then heading on into the chat and sharing those with all of us. Gratitude is a powerful lifter of energy in general. It's a great way to clear the energy, but it's also a great way to like harmonize and reflect and kind of settle in for some healing. So go ahead and do that for me. I'm just gonna even out this grid here. And thank you so much for being here tonight. So let's go ahead in and learn about Reiki. So once again, for those of you who weren't here for the very beginning, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm so happy that you're here with me today. If you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and set any intentions for your greater healing good at any point in time. Even if I've already stopped grabbing any crystals for the grid, it'll still be heard in the healing. And if you want to learn about my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one healing or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's got all the information you need there. It's also linked in the description below, along with all my social media and my email newsletter. So what is Reiki? Well, specifically, I work with Usui Reiki, which is one of many types of Reiki. And this particular method was created by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s in Japan during a time where teaching anything that could even be misconstrued as religion was strictly forbidden and big consequences. So this particular method is deeply spiritual yet completely secular. And I think that's why we love it in the West just so much. For the concept of energy at the foundation of this system, we're best to look at Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everyone and everything is thought to be interlinked and interconnected. And that spirit, however you define it in this case, brings in this beautiful, soul-affirming, life-animating energy that is flowing through everyone, everywhere, all the time. Essentially, this energy is what our body, mind, and spirit use for our moment-to-moment resilience and healing. And essentially what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy and direct even more of it to you, empowering your body, mind, and spirit to do the healing even more on an even greater level. So during the session, you may feel some physical sensations, some emotions may rise up or get released. You may have some mental clarity and ability to think through some things clearly. You may have some deep clarity or intuition or aha moments. You may also have a beautiful healing nap. All of those are encouraged. Your session is probably going to look like the best balance of all of the above. How do you connect with the Reiki? Well, just be open to it. By being here, you already are. So perfect. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent or focused. You can simply be. At any point in time, if you feel distracted or if you want to go deeper, take a deep breath in and out, and you'll slowly come back into the session. Additionally, you can use this time to find a nice comfy place to sit or lay down and simply allow the energy to flow. But you can also use this time to get some movement in, do some yoga, to journal, throw some cards down for yourself, get creative, whatever feels right. There is no wrong way to enjoy your Reiki. Additionally, I will send for 25 minutes, during which time I'll turn the lights down. You'll notice them moving slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I will turn the music up. If you would like to check out our musical creator, definitely check out the link at the bottom of the description. Thank you to everyone who has supported the channel financially in any way at any point through purchases, super stickers, super chats, contributions to the links in the description. That helps me, among other things, to go ahead and purchase music from an actual musician that we can play on stream. So thank you. I'm here 5 times a week. My regular schedule is listed in the description below, so definitely feel free to join me live anytime. Additionally, Reiki isn't limited by my human limitations. So if you are watching this as a pre-recorded video, guess what? The energy is going to be there for you anyway. If you ever need some Reiki and I'm not live, go ahead and check out the past healing live stream playlist, or just hit that live button and pick any past stream at all, any random stream, and you will go ahead and simply enjoy the healing as if it were live. Thank you so much for being here. It really is an honor and a pleasure to be here and share this healing with all of you. And again, remember, if you get distracted or anything, just take that deep breath in and out. If you feel so inclined, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm definitely smelling that rain smell, so it's definitely going to be storming here in a minute. If there's any like lag, or if I suddenly disappear and then reappear or anything like that, it's probably because of either power outages, which somehow, some way, even in a city, happens to me inordinately, just so often, and it could be even a cable outage. So we'll hope that everything's okay and that the Reiki does its thing. I'll keep sending either way. So enjoy your session, and let's get back to the grid. Ooh, really pretty. Oh, you all really inspired a beautiful grid today. Awesome. So let's go ahead, and these were the stones that Hattie was playing with, so I'll just kind of bring them in around. She's an animal. She probably knows what we need better than we do. A little more angelite. Cool. So everyone, go ahead, enjoy your session. I'll see you all in about 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly move your fingers and toes and gently come back to the space that you're in. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor to share this healing with all of you. If you have any questions or anything to share, go ahead and use the chat. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Patty. Oh, Divya, and Mia Blanchard. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you're so welcome, Flower. And Sister Sheba, Patty, Key, Catherine. Aw, Still Not Still, thank you. And thank you, everyone, for all of the virtual hugs for Still Not Still. This is an incredible group, and I'm so grateful for all of you. Wouldn't it really is like lightning in a bottle to have all of you here. Oh, Valerie, I'm so glad it was. Good night to you too. Hope to see you again. You're welcome, Natalie and Jen. And Key. Have a beautiful evening, everyone. Ninja4858, I love it. Have a good evening and a pleasant tomorrow. Beautifully said. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wind things down with an abundance of gratitude. Oh, you're welcome, Amanda. It's wonderful to have you. My next stream is scheduled for Tuesday at 8 p.m. So definitely go ahead and check out the schedule below for all of the upcoming times and days. You're welcome, Heart. So good to see you. And I am doing okay. Thank you. Oh, Michelle, I'm so glad it was. You're so welcome. Thank you for being here. And thank you for everyone who inspired the grid and everything in it. I have two little fur babies just waking up from their cuddle underneath the desk. And I know they're going to be wanting some TREATSs in a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I'm so grateful for all of you. I hope to see you all again soon. Take care. And bye for now.